As Dr. Stricker is pulling that up to put the worksheet on the content page, we're going to have you guys break up into for materials and resources wise. Our main objective today is to look at lift and drag as they relate to. So our end goal today is each group is going to produce 2 different cars. We're going to test them in the wind tunnel, and you're going to look at the results. Then we're going to put everything in a spreadsheet as a whole class and look at the results as a class and have a short discussion when we're done. So, to start with, there are 4, I didn't grab a marker though. Is there one over there? No. There are 4, who knows, you guys have done aerodynamic stuff before? Has anybody worked with a wind tunnel before?
Yes,
no, halfway. Okay, there's 4 forces that if we look at, and just to make this easy airplane drawing, there's 4 forces that we typically look at when, anyways, the arrows typically point in. Who can tell me what forces we have working on an airplane? Lift and drag.
What would they be?
Lift goes where? Lift does what? Lifts it up. Drag is doing what? Holding it back.
Okay, missing 2 more then.
Thrust.
Thrust. Thrust, go. Other side. And then 1 more. Downforce. Which is, more specifically? Gravity.
Newton. Gravity. Okay, perfect. So with airplanes, we typically associate all 4. You need all 4 for an airplane to work efficiently. With cars, more concerned about the 2. We don't have any control over thrust with our little styrofoam cars that we're going to be creating. And we also don't have very much control over the gravity that's going to affect the little car. So we're going to look at lift and drag, which are the specific 2 things that this fancy wind tunnel is going to be able to measure for us. So,
with that, we'll do a demonstration of the wind tunnel first. So if you all want to gather around and see how this works. What you're going to do first is you're going to take off the cover, just Velcro it on. You're going to set your car on facing this way. Yep. Facing that way. Then with the screw, there's a washer with the screw. You're going to put that in the top hole, and then you're going to use this to tighten it up. It just has to be finger tight, because obviously if you tighten it up all the way, you'll tighten it right through the styrofoam. So just snug it up nice and gently, just so the car doesn't wobble around at all. And put the lid back on. Now with this, very important that when you keep this unplugged every time you're touching that, because that'll throw off the sensors. So then plug it in once you have that tightened on, the cover on, and then you press start, calibrate.
Am I going to get sucked in?
Nope. So now it's calibrating it, don't touch anything, it zeroes everything out. Okay, then once that's done, it's clear to turn it on. You start with this all the way at 0, put the on switch, and slowly turn it up. Now it's all the way up, and you'll see that there's a little bit of lift and a little bit of drag on there. Those are the 2 numbers we'll record. Then once you got them recorded, you're going to slowly turn it back down. Flip it off. Unplug it. Open the cover. And then you're going to take the screw back out, take your car off, and then the next group will go. That's
Ben?
that demonstration.
Can you do that just for the listening audience? Remove the car?
I'll take it off.
Yeah.
The car comes off like so. Make sure you don't lose the washer. Okay. The washer.
Selfie stick.
Got it.
And then set that back down away from the hole so it doesn't fall through. Then the next group will be able to go. Okay.
The other piece of equipment that we have is the hot wire for cutting foam. Yeah. You guys have two options. Everybody knows how to use the bandsaw and the sanders in there. Make sure we have safety glasses on if we're using them. Other thing we have to make things quick and easy, if you want, is the hot wire. Please do not turn it above 5.5 or 6 on the dial. We also only have one wire, so let the wire get hot and do the work itself. Don't pull it through and drag it. Get a nice clean cut for that.
Careful because that is hot, so
It does
break
get
your
cold
fingers.
right away afterwards, but just know that. So groups of 2, if you guys want to split yourself up into groups of 2, that's fine. Or we can pick for you. It needs to be done quickly. Everybody needs a computer to follow along for the worksheet here. We'll go through the worksheet quick and we will get started. What? Sorry, what? I didn't hear. Questions? No?
Nothing, Mr. Nano.
Justin, you're a partner?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. We're partners? We're trying, okay. What? You want me to go?
Next week, we'll sign these cards.
If you want to leave this.
Yeah, Chad? If I see it once, it's fine. If I
Alright.
see it twice, it's fine. I believe it's 9, you're fine. Yeah. Safe.
If you guys access the homepage, I think Dr. Stricker put up the, whoops.
Yep, it's up on the content page down at the bottom.
Is that the same one that you emailed?
Yeah, it's the same one that I emailed to. I didn't make any changes to it. So you guys all have this up? Good to go following along. A little bit of aerodynamic stuff on the top, and then if you scroll down, tells you what we're doing. You're going to end up making 2 cars by the end of this. We're going to start with one. Ben is going to pass out the foam blocks. Once you're done with your foam block, you can come get a second foam block from us. There's also a design sheet that Ben's going to pass out here that we want you to work from first. So what you're going to do is come up with some kind of first car design. You have a top, front, and side view of that. Go ahead, trace it on there. Draw it on the sheet, cut it out, trace it onto your foam block, and then you can go ahead and cut it from there. There's also, like I said, sandpaper, and then if you scroll down a little bit, there's a table to fill out. Once you get to testing and once you're at the wind tunnel portion of it.
Cut out your design and put on top of the car so you can trace it.
Okay, so once everybody's got their cars cut out and tested, we're going to You're gonna fill it in on your sheet, and I'm gonna also have a master spreadsheet of results, so that when we're done with this, when you're done testing your car, we'll take a look at all the results, and we're gonna compare car designs and things afterwards, and discuss when we're done. Is everybody clear on that?
With this yellow sheet, what you do with it, you draw your car design on there, and then with the scissors, you cut your car design out and place it on your foam block. Then you can trace it onto your foam block, so you have your design on your foam block. That way you're able to erase and make any adjustments prior to putting it on your car. Come up and get scissors then when you're ready to cut out.
Is there any like specs that we have to do with our design?
Nope.
Have to be that so wide or anything?
Just as long as that, where the hole is, you leave that.
Okay. What do you think?
So is the goal to have maximum drag and lift?
So the goal of this, Justin, so the goal of this then is we want to make the most aerodynamically efficient car, which would be to have the least amount of lift and drag in your car. So, making our first designs, we're going to cut them out and test them, and then we're going to go ahead and make a second design with any adjustments that you see fit. Cool? Everybody cool? Cool.
I think it's sleek. Spin in the middle, it needs to be like the same height.
Your car. So, there's the bottom is labeled with a B. Don't take anything off the bottom of your car, otherwise it's going to fit funny on the tester.
Okay. Wait.
I don't know, like I'm thinking like
Oh, I see.
almost like a Prius, like with Honda Insights or something.
It's fucking Honda Civic.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's
No, I
Okay, so let's see.
yeah.
So there's got to be something like.
There's gotta be something.
We want air to
Yeah.
So how high do you wanna
go
go?
through. Yeah.
I mean, should
Do
we?
you want a spoiler off the back like they do on the Honda Fit?
No. I don't know. Should we just go up?
Yep.
Get in person.
To pretty much the height?
Get in. Invade the person's space.
Yeah.
Invade the person's space. Logan likes to be made to feel uncomfortable.
So, well, what I was thinking was it would go up and then come back down.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Just that would help with drag on the back end.
Yeah. I've been one for aerodynamics.
So then front view, so we'd have to transfer this over.
So keep in mind, when you're taking stuff off the top, yes, I know we all want to just have these great things. Keep in mind that screw does still have to go on there, and you can take too much off the top. And that center part.
Yeah.
So we can't take anything right above the hole.
Should
We can take a bend it off.
It's about a half inch.
I don't wanna do it around.
Okay, I'm taking a half inch
It
off.
doesn't serve you much purpose to take off on them. I mean, you certainly can, and then we'll just give you a third block when you need it, because it won't go on the tester.
Mr. E
Yeah,
had
round it
an
there
attitude.
and then around
Yeah,
it.
Mr. E.
Hey, wire with the sound.
Keep it safe. We'll just be safe. Yeah. Then the next one. This is like the back wheel. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wasn't that in
This is
Don't they visualize this one?
futuristic.
We don't really need downforce for things, there's no need to come up and split unless there's a
Check to see. Ben, did you check and make sure?
Actually, it's not going to be shaped like that because it's from the future. You want
We do a little bit of
come up like that.
Everybody a marker.
Things. Let's just,
Yeah. Top. What do you think about the
let's go
top?
straight back.
I know, right?
Okay.
We only have 4 people,
And
so
then
we only
we go
8
from
people.
the top.
Alright, so we're gonna make it
Like the width of the hole is.
up a little bit to reach the top hole.
So
That's the only way to get it.
You gonna go open the bond still?
Yeah, I guess. Or you come up a little bit and round it.
Yeah.
I just can't take that much on.
Yeah. Hit that top mark. Having to hit the counter to see the kills. But I guess, you know,
Like the front.
if you come down from it a little bit, there's a lot of counters in it.
Oh. So we go pretty narrow then.
If I'm really, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you do want to come off the top a little bit, you can. That works. How do you want your top shape to be?
It's a tough thing to look at.
Yeah.
This is the back. The back is going.
Well, that's what a front view of it would be.
This effect was on the side.
Just waiting for the first person to say we screwed up and we need to play the fuck block. Wow.
Is that legal?
That's legal.
I had to get something to do.
When it just disintegrates in the wind tunnel, yeah, no, that might need a different design then.
This thing's sleek. Well, it's very sleek.
So what are you working on now?
If it's more aerodynamic than Ben's truck,
So everybody wins?
Yeah, I'm done.
pretty much.
They're tracing this on cheap.
And then see like a series of images. It's
Hot wire?
or tours that are so just like with UFOs. To stay within a certain make sure you stay within. Look at stuff that
Let's go.
We're gonna have to cut out.
On the back, there's a little panel back there.
I got you.
Hi, Chris.
You guys familiar with the Batmobile?
The Batmobile?
Which one?
Christian Bale's.
First or second Batman, Batmobile.
Don't laugh.
The hallway, we're gonna have to deal with that. Okay.
Puts on, yeah. You're doing better on my eyes than on my forehead, eh?
It's just a video, it's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah, I'm sure that no future employer's ever gonna work at it.
People going, how did this get posted in my application?
Then we could probably round this over.
If you're real senior in high school, what would you do with all that dust? Yeah, you go in your partner's face. Like you put in the girl's hair next to you. If it's a guy, you put in the guy's hair. Or put it on the back of your shirt. Right? Down the back of your shirt.
No, you just get our hands full
Oh,
of
there we
dust.
go, yes, yeah.
Right on the back.
What?
Melt it on the wire and stick it right
Yeah, there you go, use the wire.
Melt it on the wire.
First time, the person who decides.
It's probably easier just to take the bit off there.
I'm gonna take out too much carrot.
The sensor is just, it's a tough piece to work with. Also, just getting the screw on there.
Yeah, that's good.
Screwdriver or they can tighten it down.
Doug?
You have your worksheet to record your stuff.
Yeah, you get around it.
We'll get around to it.
This goes in the round roll.
Yeah.
Okay, and I made a beak. Start beak. Calibrate. It'll 0 first.
Hit it again. It needs taking time.
Alright, fire it up.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So that bottom number is
Between 6 and 11.
yeah. Is that
Between 6 and 11?
yeah?
Yeah. That'd be reasonable. So if you looked on your worksheet, it would tell you that you're going to take the bottom and the top number because it's not going to settle on one number.
Okay. And on top, our lift is 0.01.
Turn it off and pull the cover off there. I'll take a picture.
But it doesn't turn easy. I'm working on it. My fingers don't move that easy, Ben.
So remember we had one of these in our high school and it never got used in the 4 years I was there. It sat in the corner of the computer lab.
Solid.
Just putting some data into my collection sheet here.
So I care so uneven. It's gonna create more drag than a brick.
Ours? This is perfectly symmetrical.
See, I'm in 6 and 11, but I don't have it.
Why won't it tighten?
You having problems?
I'm having technical difficulties.
Alright, let me try it.
But I think I got it. Nope, I got it. Need help. My hands don't work this thing.
Shape. Size. You get more drag. Size.
You guys look at your worksheet? Mm-hmm. Okay. What 2 numbers are you supposed to
What is
record?
yours? It's a car.
Lift and drag.
That's a 1.
3 numbers actually.
Ours is.
Lift and drag, high and low.
Looks like the car from Cat in the Hat.
Why is this?
Yeah, we wanted to go futuristic.
Oh, thank God I wasn't the only one having problems.
exact idea.
This one?
Oh, it's our holes, not in the center.
Why'd you change?
No?
Someone gave us a faulty hole. Look at this.
Like that, kind of?
Nano. Nano.
You set us up for failure.
Our design.
Okay, so we plug it in first.
Yep. Then you calibrate.
Now I calibrate.
Just did.
Hit it again.
Alright.
Okay.
Now turn it on and crank her up.
What are we turning it up to now?
100.
Highest number I saw was 12. So for our lift, should we just put down 0.02?
Yep.
That's it goes between, so just put 0.02. Drag. It drops all the way from 0 all the way up to 0.1. So let's go with like 0.7.
0.7? Oh, 0.07.
0.7.
0.07. Yeah, if you said 0 to 0.1, now we're going.
Oh yeah,
0.7.
sorry, 0.07.
Is that picture?
Oh.
and trying to reduce drag. The one thing that we do want to do for the second car is to make it appear to be more like a car, not something that you're gonna go drive down the road and be afraid to get hit by a dump truck in. So as when you guys finish testing your first ones, come get a second block and we will work on something that's more of a car design.